Hello guys, thank you very much for joining me. This is Roy Machungura. Welcome back to Pip Valley on our second segment of the day, where we're going to be looking at the weekly forecast for the USD pair. If you haven't watched the Euro USD pair that we covered earlier on, just click on the link above or you'll be directed to the video that we have done. So today we are going to be doing the monthly, weekly and the daily time frame. So without further ado, let's get straight into our analysis. On the monthly chart of the USD SAR pair, we can notice that there was a bullish move, right, which was followed by this breakout, right, and the price came to retest this zone, but unfortunately this zone didn't hold as a support zone. And then we can notice that it failed to hold and it was retested now as a resistance zone, and then it managed to hold as a resistance zone, and now we are looking for the movement to the downside. So what we can notice now is that the price, after forming this low, it went on to form a lower high, right, where the price was coming from this high, and now it formed a lower high, which was also at the retest of the previously broken support zone. So what we'll be expecting in this coming week is that since the price went on and formed a lower low here, we'll be expecting that the price may either continue the movement to the downside and get to 13.90326 zone. Alternatively, what can happen is that since the price has already formed a lower low, we can expect that the price is going to pull back, right, and seek to form a lower high before it goes on to break below this low and move to the downside. Then alternatively, what can happen is that since you can notice that from this lower low, the price formed a lower high, higher high, then a higher low, and then a lower low. This may be a sign of a consolidation of some sort, so we can expect the price to reverse, right, and probably continue movement to the downside in the coming few months. Okay, so these are the movements that we'll be expecting on the monthly chart. Now we move on to the weekly chart. So on the weekly chart, we can notice that we have our structures that are supporting the bearish movement or the bearish move, and also we had that breakout here where the price came and retested this zone and before it moved to the downside. So in the coming week, what we'll be expecting given this is that since the price upon retesting this zone, we can notice that this zone managed to hold as a support zone by forming a double top here. So what we'll be expecting is that since this zone held as a resistance zone, and since the price has been forming lower highs and lower lows, we'll be expecting the downside movement to continue. So we'll be expecting that this reversal that's happening is not going to close above this high. So we'll be expecting that it will be retesting this region as a resistance zone, both the trend line resistance zone and the horizontal zone, right, and after which, if it holds, we'll be expecting the movement to the downside up to 13.56593. We say that this movement up to 13.56593 is also justified by the fact that it is approximately equal to the height of the symmetrical triangle here, from here up to there. This is the justification for the bearish breakout. Then the other scenario that we'll be expecting is the continued sideways movement. So in the continued sideways movement, what we'll be expecting is that this breakout that happened here, will deem it as a fake out. So we'll be expecting the price to continue moving to the upside and then come and test this 15.21600 zone. So these are the movements that we'll be expecting on the USD weekly chart. Now we move on to the daily chart. On the daily chart, the price went on and broke this support zone, then pulled back to retest it and held for the first time. Then it retested it again, forming a double top before moving all the way to the downside and breaking this support zone also. Okay, so having that in mind, we can expect two scenarios or three scenarios in effect. So we can expect that the price is either going to form a breakout a bearish breakout to the downside, or the price is going to be rejected of this, deeming this to be a fake out, and the price will be rejected back to this resistance zone. So in detail, what we can notice is that since the price has been forming lower lows and lower highs, we'll be expecting the movement to the downside to continue. So we can notice that after breaking this zone, after breaking this support zone, the price has been consolidating below the zone. So what we'll be expecting is that this bullish move is going to be reversed below this high, right? So if the price reverses from here, forming a high lower than this previous high or lower than this region, we would interpret it probably as this zone having held as a resistance zone, and we'll be expecting the breakout to be in play. So that would mean that after this zone holding as a resistance zone, we'll be expecting the price to move to the downside up to 13.56593, as we had noticed on the weekly chart. So that will be the bearish breakout play. So now on the bullish aspect of it, we would expect that if this bullish momentum continues and closes above this, right, and pulls back to form a higher low, then we'll be expecting the price to move to the upside and go on to retest this zone. So this would form the basis for the sideways movements and also the bullish movement. So these are the movements that we'll be expecting on the daily chart. So overall on this pair, we still remain bearish biased based on the structures that we have and also based on the patterns that have been forming. But however, things may happen otherwise. There might be bullish pressure that may go on. The breakout that we have discovered might actually be a false breakout, where the price will continue ranging between those two zones. But mainly I'm expecting a bearish breakout, and if that happens, then that's fine. If that doesn't happen, we also have a scenario of a reversal play. Having said that, these are the things that we'll be expecting as far as the USD ZAR pair is concerned. So thank you very much, guys, for joining me. It was a pleasure having you here. Keep your risk managed, grind the market with grit. Roy Machingura out.